And welcome to Talos of Leftovers. You're watching the bright side. Movies suck, but I provide the positive. So yeah, today I just watched Independence Day Resurgence. A lot of people were waiting for this for a long time. I remember reading about it on the news. Oh boy, Independence Day sequel confirmed. Cause you know, Roland Emmerich is just pumping out great content. Yeah, I didn't understand people who were getting hyped for this. Are we really still falling for the trailers? You know, I was little enough to be into 2012 when it was coming out. That looked like a good movie. I watched it, thought it was good. You know, I thought The Phantom Menace was good back then too. I grew up and realized the mistakes I was making. That's part of being an adult, you know, realizing how stupid all of your childhood memories are. No, but seriously, it's not like Independence Day is a masterpiece of cinema. I mean, I guess you could call it that. I think it's enjoyable. It's definitely not one of those movies you watch for the great plot. There's some great characters in the original. And with Resurgence Day, you're getting some of what the original had, but you're definitely missing a lot. So as a movie, yes, it sucks. It's terrible. I'm not even gonna say you should watch it in the movie theater because that would encourage the studio to make a sequel. And at the end of this one, they kind of hint at a sequel. There's nothing to spoil. It's exactly what you think it would be. What do you predict when you watch this trailer? Oh no, they come back. They're bigger this time. A few other guys are gonna have to work together without Will Smith. Will Smith's just not there. We miss you. Suicide Squad better be good. And they fight it and you think hope is lost, and then the president Whitmore or whatever makes a good speech. His speech was really lame in this one. Didn't give you that same oomph that the original did, but that's all movies, right? Anyway, they fight it. There's a big mother alien that they have to fight. It explodes. They win, but then at the very end, you know, they hint at there's lots of more out there, but this one artificial intelligence thing that we've recovered from a different ship tells us that we can go fight against these things. So they're hinting at sequels, and I hope that doesn't happen. Now, to the bright side, this movie is crap, yes, but it's still enjoyable crap, which are two words I'd never thought I'd put together. Schlock is the best word for it. It's Hollywood being Hollywood. Shoot the bad aliens! Pew pew pew, blurry colors everywhere. Personally, I find the effects of the original far better because I think practical is more amazing. Even if you know it's a miniature or the rotoscoping isn't quite good, to me, that's more believable than the CGI, the factory-made things flying through the air with shaky camera, shooting other things in the air. We've seen this a billion times. I was even getting tired of it with Guardians of the Galaxy, but since it was Marvel, I tolerated it. With this, it's the most cliche thing you can get. But I had a lot of good laughs. That's the bright side. There were several laughs throughout this film. A lot of which were because of the crappy dialogue, which, you know, at this point, I don't even know if Roland Emmerich is taking himself seriously. Like, we're gonna kick some serious alien butt. Really? You're a grown man. Feels like an 8th grader wrote this, but I still laughed at how bad it was. And especially one shot in particular. It's near the end of the movie where they're battling the giant mother alien who's like tall as the Empire State Building, running through the salt flats near Area 51, and Roland Emmerich's classic signature that he puts in all of his movies shows up, and in this one it was handled hilariously. Of course, it was stupid, but it made me laugh. The tiny little dog. There always has to be some dog escaping peril. There was in the first Independence Day, and that was stupid funny, and there was in this one. Except this dog's like, I don't know what breeds of dog there are. Not a dog person anyway. It's about this tall. It's one of those, I like to call them rat dogs because they're so tiny. They look like rodents. This giant mother alien is walking around going roaring all over the place, and the dog gets off its leash and starts running at it and barking and going arr, arr, arr. It's just totally something a dog would do. And Jeff Goldblum is with his dad trying to get all these kids onto a bus and get out of peril. By the way, that mother alien really hates this school bus. We don't know why. It just sees that bus and says, attack! I must destroy this yellow thing. I don't know what it is. Jeff Goldblum's trying to get away, but the kid has to run out and save the dog. Jeff Goldblum's doing his thing. He's like, really? We have to stop for the dog, I guess. Okay. It's like the actor didn't have lines. He said that when he read the script, so they put that in the movie because there's no way Roland could be taking himself seriously at this point. So he's just like, yeah, Jeff, that was funny. Put that in. Yeah, it was stupid, and I'm probably never gonna watch it again. But the bright side is you get to laugh at the movie. It's definitely funny if you're with a group of friends making fun of it as you watch it. It's one of those kind of movies. It has the classic girl and guy love each other but are separated, and then in the end they reunite. Lots of close calls, a bit of nostalgia, but that never really got me excited in any way. But I actually don't want anyone to go out to the theaters and watch this because I want the studio to see that these things don't sell. These old sequels, reboots with just bland animation, bland story. It's just like the fast food of cinema. It's not entertaining, but this one unintentionally is entertaining. And if you're one of those people that really analyze film for how clever the script is or how the story arcs, anything like that, like if you're a film school person, this movie is terrible. Probably don't waste your time with it. Just don't. And it's not one of those classic dumb movies that are fun to watch for you. For me, it was. But for the super critics and the artsy film people, you're gonna hate it. Don't bother. But the bright side is, we had a lot of good movies last year. We got a lot coming out now. We need a few flops every now and then so that all us YouTube review people have something to point at and say wrong, and then we can all make fun of it together. And I enjoy doing that. Hollywood's never gonna be perfect, so poke at their weak points. So that has been the bright side. We all have Roland Emmerich reminding us that movies are still stupid action thrillers with nothing new to add. They're still good movies though. This is just not one of them. But we get to make fun of it, so I enjoy it. This has been the bright side. Movies suck, but I provide the positive. See you in the next one.